Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch. Mike, one of the senior developers at 11th Hour Games, held his normal Friday Q&A live stream on Twitch, which means I get to bring you Dev Chat 114. As always, Mike answered lots of great questions from the community and gave us a couple 1.0 teasers. Now before we get into this first question, just quick little announcement. This coming Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, I'm going to be having a special Thanksgiving stream on Aaron Action RPG on Twitch. We're going to be spinning the Action RPG wheel. We're going to be giving away merch and games. We're going to be playing my hat game from back in the day. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come by on Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving. Aaron Action RPG on Twitch. Okay, here we go. First question around character customization.
Are you planning on adding a character customizing system? Yes, but not at 1.0. So we do want to include character customization to the game. It's one of those things that people are sometimes very passionate about. It's sort of a very oh my god or who cares type issue. And so we want to be able to deliver a good quality character customization system for people who it's super important for. I'm trying to get all three of them, but it's just not working. But we don't have the time to get it in for 1.0 or the development hours.
Give him a sec.
So we hope to include it at some point. It's not a high priority feature for us. When we do include it eventually, it'll be a pretty robust version. It won't be anything as intense as like Baldur's Gate 3. I would say is an example of a extremely detailed character customizer that we probably wouldn't go quite that hard. And this is what I say every week. Like, even if I had customized my character, like right now, the only thing you'd be able to see, like, you can see a little bit of his hand here.
Yeah.
And you can see his like general body type shape. Like that's all you can see. And yeah, a lot of people want us to have like you can't see the helmet thing, you can see his face. But even so, you're playing like this. Like, what does his face look like right now? Right?
It's coming. Mike basically confirmed it is coming in the future. We don't know when. And I totally get it. Just like he's saying, there's a lot of people that take it very serious, and there's some people that don't care. I fall in the I don't care category because for me, action RPGs, you are your gear. At least that's how I see it. New modifiers for echoes?
With the corruption changes, are you guys maybe looking at changing the mods themselves? I and others seem to feel like they're a bit too generic, and that would be more exciting for them to give different rewards with more mechanical downsides instead of just stuff like 30% damage, 20% rarity. I know this is a big change, so it's not something I expect at all for 1.0. We spend a lot of time trying to find mods that will work to go in the monolith and to add more. I think we've got like 2 more coming down the pipe. I know there's one. There might be a second one.
Mike confirms 1, maybe 2 new modifiers coming to the monolith for echoes. Teaser number 1.
A little tidbit.
What is it? By the way, he picks Forge Guard as his mastery.
Did I just like abandon
I voted for
I think I finished the Strike one. Okay, here's a little. I know it's going to cover the screen, which is unfortunate, but people know generally what it is. Here's a little preview of something we've been promising for a long time now, and it's finally happening. This won't be available until 1.0 goes live, but we are including a full, proper offline mode. And here's what it will look like and how you pick that. When you launch the game from Steam, you'll be able to select if you want to play in online or offline mode. You can tell it to remember your selection, so you don't have to tell it every single time. You can change that selection even if you told it to remember it. Yeah, so it's happening. We're doing full, proper offline mode, like we said we would. Yeah.
This was getting shaky for a little bit. People thinking they weren't going to uphold their promise. Last Epoch, just confirmed by Mike on Friday, full, proper offline mode coming. Most companies do not do that anymore. This next question is from me. I am trying to get as much info as I can about the Refresh Shaman. This question is about the passive tree.
Hey, hello. Hi, Mike. Hi, Aaron. How's it going? How refreshed will the Shaman passive tree be? More nodes, buff nodes, little refresh, complete rework. Thank you. I would. It's not done yet, so I don't know. I would expect to see more returning nodes than new nodes. I would expect to still be like, if you're familiar with it now, you'll still be generally familiar with it afterwards, would be my expectation. I'm sure there'll be...
Hold on.
Like, a good chunk of new things to breathe new life into it and all that sort of stuff, but it won't be like... Let's read every single node from scratch and see what every single node does, because everything's brand new. That's not happening.
But I guarantee what it will have is those bonuses at the bottom that you see on all the new passive trees. So we're not getting a completely new tree, just a refresh. Mike is now asked about new uniques and how many are coming at 1.0 launch. And basically he says the same number that you see any other update. But then he adds this at the end of his answer.
You add new unique specific. So every mastery does get. We usually try and whenever we add a new skill, we usually try and add at least one new unique that kind of goes with that skill nicely. Doesn't always necessarily need to have reference to that skill's name specifically on it, but something that just fits well with it at least. And so there's like Warlock has a bunch of new uniques coming that they'll synergize with their new skills, and Falconer has a bunch of new uniques coming that'll synergize with its skills, and like there's other new uniques that have no skill specific skill intentions, and there's other uniques that do have specific skill intentions for skills other than those coming on Warlock and Falconer, all that sort of stuff. So
all I heard is Falconer is going to have 5 new uniques for its 5 new skills, and Warlock is going to get 5 new uniques for its 5 new skills. I will take it. Right now, the Paladin has a skill called Healing Hands, and it does not have a skill tree. Listen to this.
This is my mandatory what's happening with Healing Hands question of the week. At launch, all skills will have a skill tree. Healing Hands, we did our ideation session for its skill tree a couple weeks ago. I haven't seen the specific task to set up the mutator in game yet. Someone else might have gotten it though.
I'll stop you right there, Mike. Finally confirmed. Healing Hands, it's been in the game freaking forever, is getting a skill tree February 21st for launch. Mike goes on a little bit of a tangent about Path of Exile and what it's done for the ARPG genre, so I thought it would be a good time to show this picture.
Getting to meet them, like I got to meet them for the first time myself in Gamescom in Germany recently, and that was so cool. If any of you are watching, I had a blast. Hope I see you again. Don't think so, but worth a shot.
It really was a blast, and this picture only exists because my wife got to the front of the line and then drug us all over, but it was an awesome time. Teaser number 2.
For ODM49. So here's a little sneak peek look at our new item tooltips and how they're going to look. Also looking at the new Ruby Fang Aegis. I don't know if there's any changes to that at all. I don't think much changes there. But if there has, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, this is what new item tooltips look like. So there's the art's not necessarily quite as restricted to the frame. There's some more flourishes. Color's different. Font is different. the way that the requirements. This doesn't show the requirements layout at the bottom, but there's new way we're saying like, oh, this requires Circle of Fortune to equip, oh, this requires Forge Guard to equip, things like that. So there's all sorts of new stuff happening.
I don't think I'm breaking my NDA for CT since this is being shown. The new fonts and the new tooltips make such a difference when you are playing the game. I'm telling you, a majority of people are really gonna like it. Now, some members of the community think Ellie is not gonna be ready February 21st, wondering if it's gonna be pushed back again. Listen to this.
It was pretty close. How done is it? Are delays possible and expected? 1.0 will release on February 21st. I said delays always possible, but like what would have to go wrong to make 1.0 oh, it was way too early. Yep, way too early. What would have to happen for 1.0 not to come out at that time would be like a devastatingly catastrophic problem. Like
that feels pretty definitive. All right, everyone, we have come to the final teaser for Dev Chat 114. Mike, as always, thank you for continuing these Friday live streams. The community truly appreciates it, and it's such a differentiator when it comes to other studios. In my opinion, it helps set EHG apart. Now, before we get into this final teaser, before I let Mike take it away, don't forget, day before Thanksgiving, Wednesday, we're going to be holding on Aaron Action RPG on Twitch, a Thanksgiving stream, spinning the wheel, giving away merch, hat game. It's going to be a whole bunch of fun. If you think I've earned it, hit that subscribe button, and the best way to support is always Patreon. Thank you to the first 94 members. Okay, I am done. Mike, take it away.
I've got one more little thing to share. Kind of just a follow up on the last one, really. This is actually an item I was talking about on stream earlier. This is Baldur's Wrath. This has been nerfed into the ground compared to what it was. It's still good. Yeah, so here's what a unique item looks like with our new item tooltips. Pretty cool. Neat stuff.